whether you guys are sitting in a chair or whether you guys can sit on the floor, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to give you guys a little wellness break here. So you're just going to sit up straight and kind of lifting the chest and putting the head in a neutral position. So instead of having the head up or having the head down, you're just going to put it in a neutral position. And then you're going to actually think about your hip flexors, which we don't think about very often. But your hip flexors in the front of your body right here where the hips are, and then you've got right back here, you've got your lower back, and then you've got your core. And we just kind of want to tighten the core, relax the hip flexors if possible. It is possible, you can do it. And just go ahead and breathe in and breathe out. Now, if you guys are sitting at a chair, or if you're on the floor, similar thing. You're gonna pull this foot in, and this leg right here is either on the ground or you're sitting in a chair and this leg is down, and you're just gonna reach for that toe. So you're gonna kind of stretch here. It's gonna stretch out your back, and it's gonna stretch out. Hopefully, you're gonna feel a stretch throughout your hamstring and throughout your calf muscle. For a little bit more of a stretch. Never happens again. And now you guys are ready. Again, if you're sitting in a chair, if you can visualize, I can visualize you guys sitting in a chair. I can be kind of silly sometimes. Okay, so like if you're sitting in a chair and then you got your foot down here and you're going to be stretching. Yes. So here you're going to change feet. Flex that foot if you guys want a deeper stretch in the calf muscle. We're all sore in different spots, but I find that we all have like different spots. Definitely sticky spots. And one of the main sticky spots, I find the ankles to be very sore at times, and even the feet. So we're going to go ahead. You guys can stay in your chairs or roll back, kind of adapted to kind of whatever situation you're in right now. And I have my leg on top of so this is my right leg on top of my left leg. And here's my ankle, here's kind of my mid-calf. And I'm just gonna do this about 30 times and kind of concentrating on keeping the toes strong, because we forget that we use our calf muscles a lot, our quads a lot, and possibly our hamstrings a lot, but we forget we have strong ankles and strong feet. We need to keep those guys strong and not getting tight. And this will help any puffiness in the ankle as well, which is nice. Want any puffiness in the ankle? We'll just do like about 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and then just go ahead and switch it for about 30 times. I know it sounds silly, but you guys can hold a pen or a pencil at some point in between your big toe and your second toe, and it'll help you to emphasize the toe strength in there. Loosening up the calf muscle, rolling the ankle, about 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. All right, and then switching legs. So go ahead and relax that calf over the other thigh, and we're gonna roll it in clockwise, focusing on the ankle, focusing on the foot strength. If you don't have a pen or pencil in between your big toe and your second toe, kind of visualize that there's one there. Making big circles with the foot, a full circle. And how big your circle is right now, you're going to imagine the goal is to make it a little bit bigger as we get a little bit better at this exercise. You guys can do this exercise every single day. It'll be fun. You can do it with me twice a week. No, you guys will get bored. I like to try to mix it up. We had about like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Woo! Hard work. Switch it. Work week's almost over. This will also help with if you guys have that restless leg syndrome. I get bored and I start moving my feet and I start shaking my leg and I'm at my desk and I can't concentrate. And this will definitely help with that, which is good. Try to make those circles nice and big. I would imagine your ankle's getting a little bit sore. Maybe your side of your calf is getting a little bit sore. And then you're just going to bring it up. And speaking of calves, we're going to stretch them. So, you guys are laying down, able to lay down, I hope so. You're going to stretch the calf muscle like this. We're doing kicks. We're doing kicks up. Now your heel is in line with your hip. Ooh, heel's in line with your hip. Got it. Keep on going. Breathing. All right. Then we have hamstrings that we have to sort out too. So the hamstrings are tight, I'm sure. So the best thing to do, hamstring stretch, you guys can sit on your foot. So there's my foot back there, just sit on it, no problem. And then you're gonna go ahead and stretch forward. Why are our hamstrings tight? What do we do to our hamstrings? Sitting down will make your hamstrings super tight. And I guess they're also shortened. They get shortened. And so we need to lengthen them. Deep breath. And then you're going to switch it here. Here it is. Flexing that foot. Okay, now you guys are going to imagine, so add a modifier. You're in a tabletop position here. You're going to go out, 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 out. I have another kind of exercise you can do. This kind of stretches those hip flexors and also strengthens them. It's a HIIT workout, high intensity interval training, which I know isn't a WTO thing necessarily, but it is a thing you can do in your office. If you have a yoga mat, you can just come down and you can stretch out those hip flexors this way and kind of get your heart rate up a little bit too. And also the child's pose is amazing. And then I always do the Cobra. Like I say, I'm not a yoga instructor, so pardon me if I have not the right terminology and not the best flow, so to speak, but this is a very good exercise. Very good for you. You can squeeze those glutes, you can loosen up your back this way. And then you can come back, and if you guys bear with me here, do another little set of these. This is the modifier, but I have another one that's not so modified. An example, you come down here, drop your booty, and then out to the side with each one, and back into the center with each one. And you guys can do the modified ones or the not so modified ones, whichever you prefer. Using that core, using those legs, using that lower back. And you're gonna be feeling like you're kind of working out in the middle of your workday. Yes. Okay, now relax. Pretend that never happened. And then we're gonna come on up here and sit cross-legged. I'm watching the time for you guys. I may have to go to work. So this one here is good for the hips. We end up with tight hips for sure, So we don't want to hurt the ankle when we do this. We want to be honest with our ankle. Our hip is coming up. Our glutes are not square on the floor because we're really tight. And it actually doesn't matter where you are as far as the stretch. You don't have to be in a full lotus position, meditation position. You don't have those high expectations for your body just yet, but if you do this every day, you'll notice that your hip flexors will start to relax. You will start to get more flexible, and your joints and your ligaments will definitely thank you for it. So just take a little minute here, literally like just a minute, and just relax in this pose. I know I really like to do it. It'll bring awareness to those tight spots. And I don't want anyone's knees to hurt, so if you guys need to walk that foot out, certainly do that. This is about the hips. This is a very intense hip opener. And of course, when I was in middle school, I could take this leg and put it up here and sit like this, no problem. So maybe I could try to strive to get back to my middle school flexibility. We'll see. I have two middle school children and a kindergartner, and they are so close. Whew, I want to be just like them. So here we go. You guys, again, just take that foot and place it over the other thigh, and you're gonna feel slowly your hip flexors are gonna loosen. And you're going to lift and breathe. And breathing until it's over. Pretty much this is going to be our last stretch. Very intense. It can be very intense to stretch out the tight sore muscles, but we have to do it. It's a necessity. Breathe in, breathe out, and then I encourage you guys to drink a lot of water throughout the day because it does help. Anytime you stretch out intensely, you could release a little bit of toxins into your bloodstream, so you want to flush those out. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to do to release toxins, and then that's why we sweat, and that's why we exercise, and then you replenish plenty of water, plenty of hydration. Thank you guys so much for joining me in the WTO. And then one other thing, remember to always twist your body, twist, because rotation is huge. And have a beautiful rest of your work day and day in general. It is really pretty out there. Yay for fall!